Hey guys, Hector and Brittany here with Tampa Bay Exclusive Realty, and we wanted to just share with you the fact that we now offer property management services. So without further ado, Brittany, if you want to introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit of history and your background.
Yeah, sure. Well, I have been doing property management for about 8 years. Previously, I managed an apartment community of 236 units, and I worked at other communities that were a bit larger as well. And recently, I've transitioned to single-family home management, and so that's what I'm doing now.
All right, so Brittany, thank you very much for that information. So I guess the next question at this point is, so if a person wants to self-manage a property, do you think that that is a good idea, or do you think that they need someone professional to do it, and why?
It's definitely going to provide you with a little bit more protection if you have an actual property manager who is aware of all of the laws that govern property management. If you do not have a property manager and you want to self-manage, some attorneys might not be willing to work with you if you don't have someone managing, just because you might not be aware of the laws.
So that actually brings up a really interesting point, Brittany. So basically, the lease agreement that you use provides additional protections and a discounted rate when it comes to the service of having the attorney process an eviction. So if you don't mind sharing with everyone what that cost would be, just so that folks are aware.
Sure. So the attorney's fee for an eviction is $125 with our lease contract and with this attorney. That would not include, of course, any additional eviction fees.
So the next question that we have, Brittany, is whenever you're identifying or doing backgrounds on tenants, do you pull their credit, or do you just base it on their application, or how does that process work?
So I use a screening system that does a credit, a criminal, and a rental history background check. But additionally, I will do an employment verification. I will contact their actual employer, and I will contact their previous landlord. And then I will also, if I can find the records, I will search online, through the sheriff's department of wherever they're moving from, to see if they have anything pending that might not show up on that screening.
That's actually really good information, because most people will probably just leave it at credit and criminal check and not go and check previous history. So again, just providing some additional value where a real property manager versus someone who is a little bit more inexperienced, and the fact that there is value in that. So Brittany, tell us about inspections. Do you inspect the property prior to someone moving in, check for safety conditions, or is it just an inspection at the end? Just explain a little bit about that process.
Sure. So before someone ever moves into your home, I will do a thorough inspection with pictures and explanations. I'll check safety concerns and just general upkeep. And then once they move in, I will do, up to you, whether it be quarterly inspections or every 6 months. We recommend at a minimum every 6 months. And then I will let you know how that inspection goes. You'll get pictures for that as well. And that'll let us know how the tenant is maintaining your home. And then when they move out, I will do a move out inspection as well.
So Brittany, now while you're performing these inspections, if the property is in need of repairs or any safety concerns prior to move-in, do you have any resources for that?
Sure. I actually have a relationship with several vendors who I can reach out to in the event of a maintenance emergency, or when we're prepping the home for a new tenant.
So Brittany, if a property is in an HOA community and they have like certain application fees, are those things that you research, or is that something that the owner is responsible to do themselves?
No, I will absolutely reach out to the HOA and find out, what their rules are, if they require an application, if there's any addendums that they require in the lease contract. I will absolutely handle that for you and keep you up to date with every step of the process.
So Brittany, whenever someone wants to lease a property with you, what type of exposure do they actually get, and where is that property syndicated?
Sure. So first we'll enter your property into the MLS, and the listing will syndicate through all of your typical advertising sites like Zillow and Realtor.com. But now it will also go to Apartments.com. So, whenever somebody's looking for a rental, that's the first place they typically go, and now we'll be on there.
Brittany, we definitely appreciate all the information. I've learned a lot from this experience. So for those of folks out there who have any questions or need to reach you, how do they contact you?
You can call me or text me at 727-773-5410. And if you have a home that you want to rent out but you don't know where to start, please give me a call. I'd be happy to help.